Hey Saints, it's me. I'm back. Did you miss me? Because I missed y'all. I feel like I have not recorded in what feels like a month. It actually might have been a month. Or no, this is episode, let's start over. Welcome back, Saints. You are here with me. Another episode of Girl, We Need to Talk. And we're talking. And it is hot. Okay? If you see me glistening, it's because it's hot as balls. And I don't understand why. And let me tell you something. I refuse to turn my air on. So I will sweat in this house and I will lose weight because I'm not going to turn the air on. I just won't do it. I came in my house today. It was 2:40 in the afternoon. It was 81 degrees inside my home. All I did was open up the patio door. I'm not going to turn the air on. I was putting ice down my back yesterday. You know what? Maybe I should turn the air on just to knock the heat off. Is that a saying? Anyway, this is episode 14. I think I'm almost certain because I was in New York for episode 13. So this is episode 14. I am 2 episodes behind. Please don't hate me. I'm doing my best. I'm so I am perpetually exhausted. So we're going to talk about all those things. Y'all hear that? Okay. How have you guys been? Sometimes I wish that I could ask a question and then y'all could answer it back to me like right now. Because when I say like, oh my gosh, how are you? Did you miss me? And then no one says anything back to me. It's just the dog sitting here looking at me like nothing's happening. So it's not as good of an experience. But, you know, you could put it down in the comments, you know. What's been happening? Okay, let's start with this. Okay, so we just came back from New York. That was last Saturday. Had a ball. Yeah. Well, okay. So New York was a little quiet to me. Y'all hear them sirens? I live in the hood. They trying to gentrify it, but like it's not. Okay. It's not fully gentrified, so you can still hear, you know, the sirens and shit. I'm so sorry. But New York was a little quiet. Like in a way that shocked me. I was like trying to pull energy from New York a little bit, but eventually, you know, like maybe I wouldn't even say halfway through. I think maybe like 3/4 of the way through, they started to like warm up. It's so hard to gauge a crowd sometimes. But it was a good time all in all. So shout out to everybody who came and showed up and, you know, did the support thing. It was a good time. We got there. The show started at 7:30. Doors were at 6. Sound check was at 4:30. So me, Lionel, and Dave drove up. I thought I heard a noise. Me, Lionel, and Dave drove up together. We got to New York around 2. We were in New York at 2:13. I remember looking at the clocks, like 2 something. We got there. And I like Starbucks. So I started trying to go to the Starbucks reserves that they have in the different cities that we go to. So the first one we went to was in Chicago. That one was a blast. We went with Shauna. Had a ball. 5 floors. They have alcohol. They have food. They have everything. Do y'all hear that? Okay. I hear stuff. Okay. They have everything there. So it was like the Chicago one so far might be the best one that I've gone. It is the best one that I've gone to because it's the biggest one. And then this past summer, I went to New York and I went with my dad and we went to, they have 2 in New York. I can't remember exactly where the first one was that we went, but that one was nice, way smaller. It was technically 1, 2, 3 floors barely. So they have like their main floor. The top floor is their bar, like their bar area. So you can only go up there if you're old enough to drink. And then when you go up there, you have to be drinking. Their food menu is a little bit different. Yeah, so it just wasn't as big. And so we went this time, we were literally 15 minutes away from the other one that they have there. So we went there. Me and Lionel wanted espresso martinis. We got that last time, which is one of my favorite drinks. Dave doesn't like coffee, so he didn't want one when we went the first time, even though I said, Dave, just try it. Dave, just try it. Dave didn't want to try it. So this time he wanted to try it. We were going to get the regular one, but that was $17. They had a Mike's Hot Honey. They had one of those espresso martinis. That was also $17. And then they had a flight, which was $21. Well, obviously it makes more sense to get the flight. So one was like a orange citrus or something, and I don't like orange flavored stuff. The other one was a spicy mole, I think. And then the third one was cherry limon. And the orange one was absolutely disgusting. The mole was okay, but it had a little kick to it. The cherry one was my absolute favorite. It was delicious. We hadn't eaten. So we did the flights, and Dave wanted to get something to eat. He wanted this cinnamon roll that he got in Chicago. All I said was, Dave, they didn't heat it up for you last time. You didn't like that. Somehow that deterred him from getting it all together, and he blamed it on me. I don't know. But when we go to the shows, they give us food. So me and Lionel were like, hey, we could just eat when we get to the venue. Like it's not that big of a deal. Like, why spend food here when we are about to get in the car and go to the venue where they're going to feed us? So they give you the menu, like, what you could choose from, and you can choose to get your food before the show, or they will pack it up and you can get it after the show. I always get my food before. In Chicago, they let us do 2 options. So I did one before and one after and took it home because I be ravenous after the shows. But in New York, they just let us do the one option. So I've been a pescatarian for years. I am just now starting to eat chicken and turkey. So everything else, and obviously I eat fish, but I'm not going to eat fish and drink alcohol before a show. That's asking to be fucked up. So they had some raspberry chipotle wings, which everyone killed me for getting because they were like, that just doesn't sound good. That's not true. It sounds delicious to me. I thought it was going to be, let me preface this by saying I don't like sauce. No type of sauce do I like. I thought these were going to be a sort of like a grilled wing with sticky at best sauce. Sticky at best. Not pick it up and it's dripping, not like have to do this, with the hands. Sticky at best. Just a little like, That's what I thought. They were a little wetter than I would have preferred. And also they were nasty. I thought it was going to be like a sweet and savory type of a deal. It had balsamic on it. I could taste it. I literally picked up one wing. I took 2 bites and I said, I can't eat this. It's going to make me sick. What I should have done was gotten the pizza with no meat. I didn't think to do that because the pizza had meat on it. So I was like, oh, I can't eat this. Instead of just saying, can you make the pizza and don't put the meat on it? The wings fucked me up. And when I say that, I mean, they truly, honestly, they truly, really, they just did a number on me. At the end of the show, I was about to wrap everybody up. And I said to Lionel was like, I was about to walk off the stage and Lionel was like, how much time? And I said, I'm going to pull you at 10. He looks at his watch. And I think it was maybe like 9 minutes away. And he was like, can we do 5? I said, yeah, give me 5 minutes. I walk off stage. I took my shoes off. I pitter-pattered to the green room and gave my soul to the toilet. When I say I vomited like it was my job to do so, yeah. So I was like, oh, shit. Like, okay, cool. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes I can purge, and, and I'll be fine. Like, I'm absolutely the girl who's like, we go out for a night of drinking. I'm like, give me 1 second. I have to go to the bathroom. And I go to the bathroom, and I'm good for the rest of the night. Sometimes I just need to get it out so I can get more in. You know what I mean? No? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. So I was like, I'm good. Like, okay, I just needed to get that out, right? No, wrong. So we are wrapping the show. And as we're sitting on stage, taking pictures with everybody, we head back to the green room. And as we are literally wrapping up, in my mind, I'm like, dear God, something is coming. So we go back to the green room. And mind you, I have on, I'll put a picture here. Let me put this in here at 11 minutes, something. Y'all, I don't have my pen. Ain't this about a bitch? My pen, I'm not crazy. I can hear something. If y'all can hear something, that is my sister upstairs choosing to wait until she knows I'm recording to go bang some shit around in the kitchen. That's what that is. That's what that fucking noise is. You know, because F my dreams. Well, what the freak am I supposed to do? Oh, I could just type it. Okay. So I'm going to put a picture in of what I was wearing so y'all can actually see. What was it? 11:17. This not even. Give me a break. All right. So I'm wearing like, you know, you're going to see it obviously. But I'm wearing a mesh top. Add picture of show. I can't even see, Father. This bitch is so loud. Mom, come pick your child up. Thanks. So I'm wearing, you know, this or this, whatever. And immediately we get to the back and there's like 3 things I want to do. Change my clothes, throw up, and take my hair down. We get to the back. I immediately snatch my ponytail out. I'm like, as I'm peeling shit off of me as I'm trying to get back there. And I announce to the room, I do not feel well. I'm gonna be sick. Like I have to throw up. I can feel it. So I take my clothes off. I literally like am wearing biker shorts, a hoodie, and some slides. I go in the bathroom. I lock the door. And immediately I'm just going for it. Immediately. It takes no time at all. I have to do no prep, no nothing. Sometimes like I'll have to take my finger and like tap my tongue just to get get it ready. I'm going to kill her. But it took nothing. Like I went in there, shut the door. My body was like, thank you, God. And I just go for it. I come out the bathroom. And somebody in the room was like, oh my God, are you okay? My eyes are watering. I'm done. So I said, I need to go. Like I can feel it. I can also feel that at some point, because when I get like food poisoning, it's a 2-for-1 and I'm just going to leave it there. So I know that at some point this is going to get really bad and I need to be home when it gets to maximum badness, right? But we're in New York. We are 2 hours away from Philly. So I'm like, I'm fucked. I can either stay here and wait and do this with everyone here. I'm not going to do that. Or I can try to push through. So after I get it all out, I'm like, okay, again, I'm thinking I'm fine, right? I pack all my shit up, get the bag, we go to the car, we're leaving. And Dave is like, you know, you should sit in the back so you can like lay down and stretch out. I said, you know what? You're right. I'm going to do that. We had to be on the road for maybe 30 minutes. Excuse me. And Lionel goes, you good? How are you back there? You good? And I just mumble out, you need to pull the car over. And he's like, are you serious? I said, yes. He pulls over. I am projectile vomiting on the side of the highway. It is cold. It is fucking windy. Cars are zipping past. Trucks are zipping past. And I was like, why me? This is my life. If somebody's going to get sick, if someone's going to get a splinter, if someone's going to get a paper cut, if someone's going to get step on glass, it's me. It is always me. Me and 5 other people could go out, eat at a restaurant, all have the same thing. And we will leave and I'll be the one with the food poisoning. It's always me. I don't know how. I don't know why. It's not fair and I'm fucking tired of it. So I do it like maybe 4 times. I get back in the car. They're like, you good? I said, I'm good. I lasted for maybe like another 30, 40 minutes or something like damn near an hour. And again, I said, I need to, you got to pull over. And Lionel was like, I actually need to go to a rest stop because I need to get gas. Can you wait until the rest stop? I said, yes. And he was like, cool, I'm going to find you one. He looks it up and then he goes, and Dave is like, well, just get off right here because it should be one right here. Lionel looks it up and he's like, the next one is 20 minutes away. I said, you need to pull the car over now. I knew I could not make it another 20 minutes. He pulls over again, like maybe 3 or 4 times. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So get back in the car. And now I'm like panicking because I'm like, this sucks. Like, what am I like? What the fuck? I don't understand. Like, I didn't even eat all of the chicken. So what's making me sick? It can't be the espresso martinis. I can drink like I drink like a fish. Like I don't know what it was. So we get back in the car and Lionel was like, if you can make it, then basically like he's not going to go to a rest stop. He's just going to push the whole way. I'm like, cool, I'm good. No. I look over I'm in the back at this point, like panicking because I'm like, my body's going to give out on me at some point. Like I'm going to have to throw up. I'm going to have to like go to the bathroom. Something's going to happen in the back of this car and it's going to be so bad. I'm going to have to quit the show, delete everybody, block their numbers. I'm not going to be able to talk to my friends at all. It's going to be a fucking mess. I put my address in the GPS from where we are. We are an hour and like 20 minutes away. And I was like, oh my God, time has not moved, right? Time's not moving at all, actually. So we get about an hour out of Philly. I remember looking at the clock because I was like, you got an hour left. You can do this. No, you can't. Let me tell you something. Again, 3 times now on the side of the road. Okay. At this point, I'm irritable. I'm sleepy. My body is tired because now by round 3, mind you, this is just pulling over rounds. Outside, I am vomiting 3 and 4 times. So by the time I get to the 3rd pullover, there's nothing left in my body, which means I am now dry heaving and I am giving up. Like it is just, like, what is it? Not your stomach lining, but what does my mom call it? I can't think. Maybe it is your stomach line, but there's nothing there, right? It's like your stomach bile. Because I have nothing in my system. The only thing I had was that morning Dave had gotten me grits and turkey bacon. That's all I had. That and some fries. Oh, because you know what? During the show, I ate fries. Like an actual order of fries. That's all gone. The grits, the fries, the bacon. That's been gone. So I am now super fucked because my body doesn't realize that. So it's going to keep doing it. And one thing my body is going to do is try to push some shit up when there's nothing in there. That's when it starts to get bad for me. So now I'm like, I just want to call my mom. I just want to go home. This is fucking ass. And I'm never leaving my house. Like I'm never leaving my house ever again. Someone's outside my house. So we get back in the car. And at this point, I'm like, I can make it, an hour. At this point, I'm laying still. I'm like texting people in my phone, trying to focus on not throwing up in the back of the car. We'll call when I get home. Like, I'm not even like, we'll call when get home. You know what I mean? Like, no words, no brain, like no processing, nothing. I'm laying in the back of this car, focused on getting home. I don't want to vomit and I don't want to shit myself. So I start to feel, so I'm doing good. I crack the window and I'm like, breathing. I'm doing everything. And I'm like, okay, I actually might make it. Like I might be okay. I might be fine. And then I'm like, oh, fuck. I have to throw up again. So I lean over, I look at Lionel's phone and I can see the GPS or whatever. And I think we're like, we've thrown up, we've pulled over 3 times. We pull over 4 times total during the drive. The last time I look, and we are 20 minutes away from my house. And I was like, you know what? I made it 40 minutes, and Lionel is speed demon. Like, he is pushing down the fucking highway. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, all right, he's gonna get me home. I'm gonna be fine. And I was like, 20 minutes. Okay. I could do 20 minutes. Well, I look up at the thing again. I see 18 minutes. I said, Lionel, pull over. I couldn't do it. I could not make it 20 minutes to my house. So he pulls over. I do one more, and I stand outside. And so I'm literally just like, you know what I mean? Like, nothing's coming out. And I was like, if I know there's nothing to come out, that means if I feel it again before I have to get home, nothing will, you know what I mean? I can just sit uncomfortably with this. So the closer we get to my house, I'm looking at the thing and I'm like, okay, we're 15 minutes away. Cool. I know where I am. I'm home. 10 minutes away. Cool. And I was like, I just need this to get there. And then, of course, we get home and we catch every fucking light there is. And then he's thinking about pulling over to get gas. And I was like, perfect. If he pulls over to get gas, I can purge one more time and I'll be good. He doesn't stop to get the gas. We make it all the way to my house. We're like pulling around the corner to come down on my street. I am at this point shoving shit in my bag, right? I'm shoving things in my bag. And Lionel just goes, Semaj, you ready? I said, because I can't even talk at this point because I know I'm about to throw up. So I'm like, So I start putting my stuff away. And at this point, I'm like, anything left in this car can either go in the trash or give it to me another time. You know what I mean? Like, I got to go. We get outside my house. I open the door up immediately. And I like, hurry up. I'm like, all right, I love y'all. Bye. Talk to you later. They say bye. Dave like gets out the car. I think to like try to help me or something. I snatch my bag out. I get to my step and my mouth immediately. I'm like, so I like hold it in. I go up to my front door. I'm trying to key in the thing. I get in the house. I am in my hallway. So it's like my front door, a hallway, and then my actual condo door. I get in the hallway. I'm trying to like hold it in. And I'm like, and it's like, it just shoots out. But it's just clear at this point because there's nothing left. And I'm like, shit. I'm like fondling with the keys. I'm trying to get the door open. I get in and my house alarm now. Like I have to disarm the house. But I have bags in my hand. I have a bunch of shit. So I like drop all my stuff. I'm trying not to step on the dog. I key the thing in, like my code. And again, I'm like, and then you just hear like, it sounds like someone pours water on the floor. I'm like, shit, I have thrown up on my floor. I come in the bathroom. I immediately go to the bathroom. I'm throwing up. The rest of the night is just a sequence of me just from the bed to the bathroom, from the bathroom to the bed, from the bed to the bathroom. I'm sprawled out in my fucking bed. And at one point, I literally just look up to the ceiling and I was like, dear God, please help. Like, please, dear God, please help. And I couldn't, because I could not stop. But there's nothing in my body at this point. So eventually, but I also know like I need to get like fluid in me or something. But I know if I even put water in me, it's coming up. So I get ice and I'm trying to like put ice on my tongue and just let it melt in my mouth. It was fucking terrible. Wake up the next morning and I am dead to the world. Dave texted me to make sure I was okay. He was like, if you need something, let me know. And then I go to like talk or something like that. As I'm talking right now, my throat is killing me. This was Saturday. Today is Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. And my throat, like if I laugh, if I like, even just now that chuckle, painful, so fucking painful. I don't know what happened. Right? Okay. So, but like, now I'm fine. Everything is cool. The next day, like I had to go to the bathroom a little bit, but like it really wasn't anything. Today I'm getting dressed. It's Tuesday. And this is not fucking funny. I'm getting dressed because I'm actually pissed off about it. I'm getting dressed and I put my outfit on and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm about to go throw these sneakers on. I go to my front door, because I don't wear shoes in the house and I don't let people wear shoes in the house. So by my front door is like all my sneakers or my heels or whatever. Because like on Sundays, I'll take it back and put everything in the boxes or whatever. So I'm like, excuse me, where are my pink Nikes? I have like these light pink Nike Dunks, like Lowe's or something. They're like a pink, Oxford pink, whatever the fuck. I did a drawing for these sneakers. You know what I mean? Like, I love these sneakers. It's my most comfortable pair of sneakers. I love these fucking sneakers. Light, pastel, pretty pink color. I left them in the green room at City Winery. Like, as I'm sitting here right now, the sneakers I'm praying to God at City Winery. So as I'm getting dressed, I literally this morning was like, you gotta be fucking me. I'm ripping my bag apart. These sneakers are nowhere to be found. I immediately text Lauren Lionel, like, raise your hand if you left your fucking Nikes in New York. Anybody? No? Just me? Cool. Mind you, when we had our show in DC last year, this dumb fuck, not only did I leave my iPad, I left my laptop too. So I immediately emailed City Winery like, hey, I just did a show here on Saturday. I left my sneakers. Please tell me you have them. I will pay to have them shipped back to me. Like, I need my sneakers because I can't even go buy a new pair. It was like a part of a drop. I can't even buy a new pair of these. And these are one of my favorite pairs of sneakers. I want my fucking sneakers back. I'm actually thinking about going to New York, like going up there this weekend or something. I will stay the weekend, going up there, getting my sneakers, and then coming back. I'm not fucking around. I need my sneakers back. So that was my weekend. It's just, if it's always me. It really is always me. And I don't know, like, I have the shittiest immune system. I've had COVID twice. I had the flu for like a month straight. Me and my girlfriend at the time were just passing it back and forth. We had no idea. It's just always something, And I don't really know. So City Winery, if you're, you know what? And I'm thinking about making this a clip and tagging them and being like, hey, if you want to send my sneakers back, or you know what I'm going to do? Email our contact. I'm an idiot. I'm just going to email our contact that we had for the show and be like, hey, please send my sneakers back. Because it can't be that much. My feet are small. I wear kid shoes. They could put it in one of those flat rate USPS, boxes or whatever. Send it back. Right? They could do that. That's not like, because even in DC, when I left my thing, I know someone who lives nearby. So I was like, I'm an idiot and I left my shit. Can you please go get it? They went and got it and sent it to me. But like, they have to be willing to, something smells good on me. They have to be willing to send it back, right? There's no way they would make me, we'll see. I'll keep you updated. So that was my weekend. What else happened? I caught up on all my homework because if you don't know, let's talk about that. If you don't know, I am back in school. And I am doing the shittiest job with keeping up with my schedule this semester. So between work, podding, contenting, the other pod, and school, I have successfully managed to fuck up every due date this semester. Things that I thought were due on a Sunday were actually due on a Saturday. Things I thought were due on a Tuesday were due the Sunday before. I missed both of my midterms like an asshat. One of them was a test, so I can't do that. The other one was like a case study. So I'm going to still do it and submit it because also that same class, we have discussions and assignments. I've been doing all the assignments, had no idea there was discussions until last week. I did all the discussions this week and got full credit for them. So if I can do my midterm late and turn it in and get full credit, who am I to complain? No one. Filed my taxes yesterday. I used to work for a cookie company, and it's not the pink one, it's the purple one. And one thing that I know I do well is my, what's that called? Your shit. I was so close to not hitting this. Your W-9, that's what you do when you like get the job and you got to put all your shit in, whatever. My withholdings, I do all that shit by myself. Every time me and my mom go get our taxes done, the little black ladies always like praise me for how well I do with my information and like the amount of money that I managed to get back for my taxes and stuff because of the way that I found I do my W-9. So 2021, I thought it was last year. It was not. 2021, I get my taxes, I'm doing my taxes and I get done and it says that I owe the IRS a stack. And I'm like, no, there's no way possible because I never owe taxes and I for fuck sure never owe $1,000. Something's wrong. I delete everything, remove all my W-2s, I take everything out, do it again, same amount. I use a different software, because I usually use TurboTax. I go to like Free Tax USA, do it again, same amount. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't understand that. I go back to all my paychecks and I'm like, I don't understand what's happened. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how I owe money. I filed my taxes. I'm like, all right, I must have done something wrong, which I've never done my entire adult life of working. I've never owed taxes, but I'll take this on the chin. Like, I must have fucked up. Cool. I end up leaving to get the job that I have now. I'm talking to one of my friends who worked at the company or whatever. I'm texting her and she's like, oh, the manager that we both hate, she quit. And I'm like, why? What happened? No. So we're talking and I'm like, pissed off because I was like, yo, I owe $1,000 in taxes. And she was like, that's crazy. Someone else owed taxes too. And I was like, I don't know if maybe I did the paperwork wrong or if their thing is different or something like that. And she was like, I think she said she didn't owe anything or she owed like a small amount or something like that. Cause she started after I did. I had been there for almost 2 years and she was going on a year roundabout. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm thinking anything of it. We end up talking again, maybe like later on that week or the following week. I should text her. And she hits me up and she's like, hey, so-and-so quit. I said, oh, great. Like, ding dong, the witch is dead. And I said, why though? She owed between $3,000 and $5,000. And I said, something is not fucking right. It's no way she owes taxes. You owe taxes. I owe taxes. She then texts me and says, so-and-so also owes taxes, right? I go back to my paycheck. No taxes have been taken out. I'm trying to figure out why I'm making so much money slinging these fucking cookies. Well, I worked customer service, but either way, my check was crazy. At no point did I think to be like, oh, I wonder if they're taking taxes out, because why would you not be? Cookie place. Why would you not be taking taxes out? So I never think anything of it. Also, I had gotten a raise and had gotten promoted. I either got a raise and got promoted. I definitely got a promotion. And I think I got a raise and like a bonus or a bump, something stupid like that had happened. So I was like, well, maybe I'm getting more money because of that. I don't think anything of it. That's 2021. I'm like paying on it, but at some point life just starts life and I completely forget about the shit, to be honest. Like, and I'm getting, mail from the IRS. And when I see it, I will goes into the thing and I'll put $100 or something like that on there. Cause again, it's not in the forefront of my mind. At that time, I'm thinking about moving out. It was other shit going on. I just was not thinking about it. Bitch, I go to file my fucking taxes yesterday. Yes, I did wait until the deadline, which I've never done before in my life. But again, I just gave my guts up and left my sneakers in the city winery. So you can chill. Okay. I'm struggling. I go to file my taxes. And one, because I'm in school, I had to pay to file because of the type of whatever the shit that I got back from school. And then it gets to this thing where it's like, how do you want to pay your your federal taxes? And I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, I don't need to. They got me. They came and got me. I thought that I owed that money last year. I owe that money. Oh my God. It's 2024. I thought it was 23. I guess I technically owe that money for 3 years now. So I paid $1,000 something to the IRS yesterday, and I am just not happy. I'm not happy at all. Okay. So I was like, I don't, and then it was like, it gives you an option. You can pay with your credit card to get points back. Who gives a shit? You can pay with your debit card. You can pay with a check, or you can set up a payment plan. So I was like, oh, payment plan me. Like, that's easy peasy. Especially because I know how my money is about to be for like the next couple weeks or next month. So I'm like, fucking payment plan, easy. It didn't even give me the option for a payment plan. It was like, I go to click payment plan, and it was like, all right, next steps is going to give you, a calendar, blah, 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 blah. I hit that. It immediately like reroutes and was like, enter banking information. I was like, oh, y'all want y'all shit now. Like, y'all not fucking with me. Y'all want y'all shit not today, but yesterday. So I gave it to them, and I am so freaking pissed because I wish I would have thought about this before. There had to be some sort of like what was it called? Small claim? No, what was it called? When everybody comes together and sues someone. I know y'all are yelling at the screen right now. Class action suit. I feel like we could have done a class action suit. Class action. Yeah, I feel like we could have done that, but we didn't. So now I got to deal with that. So they approved my returns or whatever. But you know what? I'm glad that I would rather just give them all the money now than they take it from my check and shit later on, and I'll have to drink a glass of Clorox. Take the shit and just leave me alone. Because now I don't owe anything. And next year, because the tax returns that I was supposed to get this year was crazy. But I didn't, because wait a minute. Something's not right. Yeah, I got to go back and check that. Something's not right. I got to go back and check that. But at least now I know, like, next year I'm good. And I'm actually thinking about bumping my withholdings up to be one number higher than I need it to be, so that I know they're taking more than what they need. And y'all just get a shit back to me come tax time. Because not having a tax return is very much ghetto. And I don't like it. I always have a tax return. So I don't really vibe with this, as the kids say. I don't know if that's how they say it, like if I said it right, but I don't like it. But it's okay. I'm glad. So that's done with. We have a show in 2 weeks. No, not this week. Wait. On the 20th. No, we have some shows coming up. I'm tired. I'm so tired. But it's fun. It's worth it. The only thing is, let me tell you something. If you are watching this right now and you are a flight attendant, or you work in the airport, or like literally anything that you do that can help me get a discounted plane ticket at any point that I need one, please fucking DM me. DM me, comment on this. I am so dead serious right now. I will give you a ticket to every show. I will pay out of my own pocket if I have to for any show you want to come to. I will get you in if you can put me on a buddy pass or give me a code or of some sort, your employee discount number. I don't know, but I'm so serious. If you know somebody, okay? If you could turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, do you know somebody? And I don't want to be, an uppity bitch, but like if it could not be Spirit or Frontier, that would be apropos. But if that's yeah, because I got a fear of that, Spirit and Frontier. But seriously though, if you seriously, I will give you a show ticket. You can shake a hand, please, because it's not even the hotels and shit get expensive. But worst case scenario, like in Chicago, me and Lur shared a B&B. You get a 2-bedroom house, not a big deal. You could always get, depending on how long we're staying, you can always get like a little not a cheap hotel, but you know what I mean? Like not, because I like to stay lavish when we go places, not necessarily lavish, but I like to be comfortable. Um, excuse me. And depending on if it's like we have a show on Friday night and then a show in a different city on Saturday night, and it's like do the show on Friday, wake up Saturday, drive somewhere else. I don't need to stay at the Four Seasons on Friday night. I'm not going to be there that long. I'm literally just laying my head down. So sometimes that type of stuff, like I don't need the best type of stays. So the hotels and lodging and all that is not always bad. However, if you work at a fucking hotel and you're watching this, hit me up. I will do the same thing. I'm looking for any, you know what I mean? Because it's a lot. It's a lot of money to be getting plane tickets and getting Airbnbs and hotels everywhere we go. The Airbnb that we got from Miami, mind you, there's 4 of us. The B&B is beautiful. Shout out to Cassie. It is gorgeous. I'm thinking about starting an OnlyFans to pay for it though. Like seriously, the flights have actually gone down a little bit. I would like to take American because that's what I'm comfortable with. So it told me, wait it out a little bit, but just in general, because we are doing shows every month, the flights and shit is starting to add up, honey. And I'm about to start walking to the shows or taking the bus or something because it's a lot. It's a lot. I can't wait till we get to a place where we can just hop in a Sprinter van or something like that and just all pitch in and have someone drive us everywhere. Or like if we could do a PJ, which we can't, I'm gonna look into that. If we get like a PJ for like a show in Atlanta or something, like something close, I would like to do that. And we ride in style and I get all my content and live my best life that way. And people can only call me Miss or Madam. Speaking of that, Amanda Seales was on the one, didn't know she had a radio show. Who approved that? 2, she said on her radio show today she was only responding to people if they called her auntie because she doesn't want people calling her name because they don't know her, or if they call her Miss Seales. Okay, girl. Okay. Like, I guess. That's, if I that's weird to me, I think. Because it's like, if I saw Issa Rae, who's Issa fucking Rae, I wouldn't be like, Miss Rae, Miss Rae. As a fan, I'd be like, oh my God, Issa. Like, because that's her name. Like, I wouldn't think to be like, oh my God, Miss Rae. Beyonce. She's Beyonce. Beyonce's letting people call her by her first name, and you ain't better than Beyonce. And I don't mean to bring up Beyonce every week, but, how the fuck have I not talked about Beyonce? I'm so late. Beyonce dropped her album while I was in New York. Wait, did I talk about that? If I didn't, cowboy me up. Cowboy me. Lasso me up. I listen to country music now. Actually, it wasn't even a country album. I'm going to be honest, and y'all can throw sticks and stones at me and whatever, like wheat, whatever. You could throw your boots at me if you want to. This was not her best album. I don't care what y'all say. It absolutely was not. It doesn't top Lemonade. Lemonade so far for me was her best album. I don't even think Renaissance was her best album. It was good. Wasn't her best. It is good. It is really good, I think. It's not a country album. It is Beyonce featuring country, which she says it's not a country album, it's a Beyonce album. But I fuck with it. I very much fuck with it. Last year for my birthday, I wanted to do Black Cowboys and Cowgirls, and I just never got around to planning it. And this year, it just seems fitting. It just seems like that time. So for my birthday, and also we have a show in Houston the week of my birthday. Come on. Assless chat me up. Assless chat me. Assless chat me. Ass. Yeah. I'm going to be a cowboy for my birthday, but I want to wear the, they have those assless chaps. I don't actually want my ass out because I just can't. I just can't do it. But they have those shoes that are a belt. I'm not going to tell y'all my outfit. You'll see it when you see it. On my birthday. On my date of birth. I am turning 30. So, If y'all want my Cash App for my birthday, then go ahead and put it in and tell, DM me or something. Be like, hey girl, send me I should make a birthday list on Amazon. I'm gonna do that because that's one thing y'all will do. Y'all will support by way of the pocket. I think my sister has sour Skittles on her desk. Interesting. But y'all will support by way of your pockets, and I love that about y'all. I love that heavy about y'all. I feel like there's something else I wanted to say or I needed to say, but I don't necessarily remember what it was. Yeah, I don't remember. Episode 14, we did X, Y, and Z. We talked about school. We talked about me getting sick, giving my guts up, leaving my fucking shoes at the city winery like a dumbass. I don't remember what the other thing was. Beyonce. Although I think we talked about Beyonce when I was in New York. Next episode will be maybe not the next episode. The episode after next. 3 episodes. 3 episodes out will be filmed on the road. Also, how do y'all like? I need to go back and look at the comments for when I was in New York because it came late and I didn't do a good job of promoting it. I need to clip that up a little bit. How do we like the episode on the road? Because I'm going to do it in either way. If you want a show, you got to look at me in a hotel room at some point because we're traveling. But I liked it. I like doing that. So the next one will be, actually it will either be filmed in Richmond or it will be filmed in DC. It will probably, now that I'm thinking about it, I might film it in DC because I'll be in DC a little bit longer. But yeah, I actually can't wait until Miami. That's June 1st. I just thought about something. But yeah, that's going to be really nice. I think I might do like 2 episodes. You know what I might do? Yeah. Period. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm a fucking mess. Today is Tuesday. My plan is to upload this to my thing so I can edit it and get it out for y'all for Friday. If I can, I would like to record twice and maybe drop 2 episodes this week to get caught up because I owe y'all an episode. I'm looking for, I saved a quote. Meghan Markle be talking. Mae Jemison. Why do I know that name? I think that's a quote. Oh, you know who that is? The first Black female astronaut. I am certain. Yep. Mae Carol Jemison is an American engineer, physician. I didn't know she was a physician. I didn't know she was like an actual doctor. And NASA astronaut. First African American woman to travel in space. Yeah. Lord, she was born in Alabama. To God be the glory. Okay. I'm almost certain it was her quote that I wanted. So we're going to get out of here. I'm going to get out of here. All the stuff will be bam right there. Let me mark that down because I don't be adding when I need to put the damn things in. Sorry, y'all. I have a one-track mind. Follow, share with a friend, follow on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. I want to say I'm on Google Podcasts now. Yeah. Spotify Podcast is pissing me off because my account is linked to my email address. I try to log in with the email address. It won't let me. I try to reset the password. It won't let me. So there's somebody out here who's doing this to me intentionally. And you know what? You're not going to win. Okay? You can go to hell in a handbasket. But I'm going to get out of here because I have an idea for something and I'm trying to decide on what my vibes are. So we're going to leave. Follow me. Affirmation of the episode. Never limit yourself because of others' limited imagination. Never limit others because of your own limited imagination. Dr. Mae Jemison. We always talk about following your dream, stepping out. Y'all already know what this is the year of. Step out on faith, step out on yourself. I think this week, it was a different quote that I wanted. Let me see if I can find it actually. Oh, no. Yes, it was. This week, when we had the show, I started to doubt myself because I was nervous. I kept saying, what if I go out there and they don't like me? What if I go out there and they don't know me? Can you imagine if I walk out there, Dave introduced me and he was the voice behind the camera and it's a whole thing. He says my name and I could hear them cheering for me. And it's such a warm feeling. New York was my first time hosting without my people there. Because my first time was in Charlotte and all the Discord people were there. And I was nervous up until I walked out. Because I told y'all the whole front 2, 3, 4 rows was Discord. Y'all bought that shit up. Bought. So I didn't feel alone. This was the first time I went to a show and I was by myself. There was not by myself. I mean, in a sense of people in the audience, except that's not true. Christina. I'm trying to think of your Discord name and then also think of your IG name. I'm almost certain it was Chris who was at the show. Shout out because she showed up and she was there and I didn't. At first I was I don't know who the fuck that is because she was talking to me like she knew me and I didn't recognize her face at all. And I was I can't place who that is. And it wasn't until later on or towards the end of the show that I was oh my God, I do know who that is. So shout out to you. Cause you also showed up and showed out. But, I don't know that I like this quote for this week because I was doubting myself because I was I cannot do this to the point where I was there's no way I can host ever. As badly as as much as I love to do it, as badly as I want to do it, I was I can't have an anxiety attack every time I'm about to hit stage. But it really is just when you first walk out, right? Because you just don't know how they're going to receive you. And New York was so quiet. Wait, does she live in New York? Do you live in New York? That's irrelevant. But yeah, so I could feel myself kind of being a little heavy on myself. And I was thinking about being hey, I can't host anymore, but that would limit myself from doing something that I know I'm good at, something that I know I can do simply because I can't imagine doing it through my uncomfortability. And I don't want to do that. And I don't want you to do that for yourself and don't do it to other people because it's not nice. So at some point, I think I want to start I think I said this before, putting the quotes up in front of me like this or something. But I have to actually remember to do that. So hopefully I remember I'm actually going to write it down. This dog looks so cute in this bed. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to upload this. I'm going to pray that it uploads to my drive by tomorrow so that I can, what's tomorrow? Wednesday, so that I can edit and get it done for Friday. So this has been episode 14 of Girl, We Need to Talk. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you're listening and you like my voice and it turns you on, I love you and I will see you next week.